What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mom and Papa Joe. Very excited about today's cook. We're a little late to the party, but birria is on the menu. Let's check out these awesome birria queso tacos. Let's get it. More often than not, you've probably seen it done with beef, chuck roast, or something along those lines. I always said that when I did decide to, I would do it as close to traditional as I possibly could. So I'm using goat. I went to a market yesterday and bought 5+ pounds of goat meat. So last night before I put it in the refrigerator, I got it cleaned up nicely, trimmed off some of the excessive fat. I definitely wanted pieces of meat with bones in it. We all know how bones can make a stock, a broth, a gravy, just really awesome. Look at the marrow in these big meaty pieces. I'm gonna be browning these big pieces on the stove. These bony pieces, I'm gonna get some smoke on the grill. Primarily, folks, you might just wanna use salt and pepper or whatever seasonings you choose. Because I'm putting this on the grill, I'm gonna use a beef rub. I just don't have a goat rub, if there's such a thing. But we're looking for a little color and a little smoke. Set that to the side. And for these meaty pieces, I do not want my seasonings burning in the pot as I brown them. I'm gonna go with primarily a salt and pepper, my beef rub. You've seen me use this, it is awesome. Nice bit. All right, we're gonna get our grill ready because that's gonna take much longer than browning these on the stove top. All right, our fire is ready for this quick smoke session. I'm gonna come in here with a couple of small pieces of chunks of your choosing. And I'm anticipating these are gonna take maybe a total of 45 minutes or so, maybe even less. I'll flip these in about 20 minutes. All right, one of the biggest parts of this cook are the chilies that are going to go into it. What I've got here is 5 Guajillo chilies, 3 Chiles de Arbol. These are hot, so you want to really be careful with these. And 5 Ancho chilies, nice and raisiny flavor. Because they're dry, that skin has really become a little bit like leather. What I will try to do here is pretty much de-seed them without cutting myself up. Just cut them open and get some of these seeds and the stem out of there. You want these seeds out of here based on your heat tolerance. If you're in the heat, you can use more. So we're gonna get the seeds out of all of these, and then we'll come over to our stove. I've got 2 cups of beef stock that is boiling or has been boiling. I just turned the stove off, and we're going to rehydrate our de-seeded chilies. So we're going to let these steep in this liquid for about 20 to 30 minutes, and they've softened up. Our meat's out there browning. I've got a tablespoon of avocado oil in this pot, and let's get a good sear, some good color on these shanks. All right, let's give these a flip. That rub really creates a beautiful color. We're getting some smoke too. These bones gonna bring a really great flavor. All right, another 15 or so minutes. We're gonna get these off of here. This is primarily what I was looking for right there, folks. Now I've got about 5-6 garlic cloves in there. This would be equal to about 3 large tomatoes, give or take, and 1 whole quartered white onion. We're gonna toast these for a few. All right, we're good to go, folks. Let's get these off of here. We've loosened up that fond on the bottom. It's been about 25 minutes on these peppers. Let's get them out of here. You will not discard this water, folks. That is flavorful. Peppers are nice and soft. Based on how much you have, folks, you might wanna, and how large your blender is, you may have to do this in 2 batches. I think we are good to go. So in with those veggies. We're gonna come back with all those peppers. and a good cup of this liquid. Look at the color from the steeping. Leave that just cracked a little bit, and let's see if we can do this without making a mess. Let's take a look at our consistency. Nice and thick. I think that's good to go, folks. What we're going to be doing now is straining this. The skins are very fibrous, and we're looking to remove some of those fibers, but you're looking to get a smooth sauce, leaving all the gunk behind. So folks, you'll just continue squeezing and pressing until you've gotten all of the liquid, all the good stuff out, and you will be left with this pulp. All right, let's get these off of here. That little char right there is going to bring more flavor. All right, folks, I got ahead of myself. I got all my liquid nicely strained, and I realized I did not put my seasonings in it. I've created work for myself. So we're going back in the blender. I'm coming in with 1 tablespoon of Mexican oregano, maybe a half a stick of some Canela. It's a Mexican cinnamon that's very crumbly. You can break it apart. It really, really does well in liquid. Half a cup apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon black pepper, cumin, and ground ginger. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. So we'll give this another swirl. We're caught up. Let's head to the stove. In there, off the meat, I can smell the smoke. We're gonna come in here with all of our blended. This is my homemade beef stock, folks. Gelatinous, look at it. Just looking to clean this out a little bit. Get every last drop out of here. And I think this is about where I want this liquid level. If it starts to draw down too much, I can always add some more beef stock to it. I'm gonna bring this to a boil and then to a simmer. What we're looking to do here is simply get this meat to the fall off the bone point. All right, what I wanna do real quick, sports fans, is just get a good quick toasting on this onion, half an onion and those tomatoes. All right, we're at a boil. We're gonna turn down to a simmer, and we're gonna come in with those grilled tomatoes. Onions got a little char to them, and a couple of bay leaves. I'm thinking maybe 2 good hours. Let's see. While our birria is on the stove cooking, we're gonna get this cheese warmed up to room temperature. We're using queso Oaxaca, a great melting, stretchy cheese. It stretches better if you're able to break it into strips, tear it into strips. Guess you'll get a longer stretch. 2.5 hours, folks. And I want to say these smaller pieces, oh yeah. These smaller pieces, I'm going to remove. I'm going to let them cool before I remove the meat from them. Wow. Oh, look at that rib coming out of there. These shanks, I'll give these another 15 minutes. What I also want to do right now is skim some of this oil. This is the oil that's going to be used to crisp up our tortillas. So much flavor in this. I'll let that gather some more. All right. Hunger is setting in, folks. We did not wait too long. Oh, folks, look at how tender. I don't know that I want to take that off. I'm going to hang on to that one. We're ready to come off of here. I'm gonna leave some nice sized chunks for the bowls. And I guess I should be calling it the consommé. All right, and we're ready to put some tacos together. All right, so folks, the idea is this oil is pretty much making a mess already. You're gonna come in here with your cheese, as much cheese as you want. Don't be afraid to cheese it up, folks. Now this good meat, this goat belly. I'm trying not to overstuff. Oh. That's what we're talking about right there, folks. That's a birria taco for you. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get these off of here. Oh, here we are, sports fans. We got a couple of minis as well as the larger one. They are looking absolutely special. How about just a quick dip? Some nice heat, so earthy. And just some of this consommé, as it's called. Wow. And Billy is just so tender, folks. I know there's some moving pieces, folks, but you can absolutely get this done. It's gonna be worth your while. Birria loosely translate to junk, to something thrown away. Like a lot of the things we're buying now, enjoying, eating, oxtails, they've gotten more expensive. That's exactly how birria came to be about. I want to thank you guys and gals, as usual, for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe. We really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for another video coming very soon. And like always, Mom and I want you guys to take care of yourselves, love each other, and we'll see you when we see you. Holla!